him out. Well, in today's Top Doc segment, Dr. John Schufelt from NextCare is with Dr. Harris Finberg, and they are doing an ultrasound.
Exactly.
Doctor, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you both doing?
Terrific.
Thank you.
We are here with obstetrics right on 7th Street with Dr. Harris Finberg as our first Top Doc, and he is actually an OB ultrasonographer. Dr. Finberg, welcome.
It's very good to have you here today.
Why don't you kind of explain your background, because it is definitely unique. First time I've ever heard of it, actually.
Okay. Well, I work in a perinatal practice, a high-risk obstetrical practice, but I'm actually a radiologist. That's my background. I've been doing obstetric ultrasound for in excess of 25 years. I've been in Arizona for about 20 of those.
Wow.
And I joined this group back in 1987 as kind of a unique experiment of combining radiology with obstetrics. Most of the time those were done very separately. It's been a very good and very long, rewarding relationship. Very good for patients.
Very good. And actually we're fortunate enough to have Wendy here who's volunteered to have her ultrasound. What do you think of this so far?
It's awesome.
Very good. Dr. Finberg, why don't you go ahead and kind of point out what you're looking at here?
Okay. Well, this is a third trimester baby, about 33 weeks over here, and we're looking to see how big the baby is. We've already done the measurements. Over here we have the head of the baby down toward the birth canal end of the uterus, then the neck. It's a little hard to see the face on this one because things do get crowded in the last part of the pregnancy. But as we come down here, this is the body, and if we look across the chest in this view, you'll be able to see the heart beating here. And of course we don't just look at the heartbeat, but we look at the shape of the heart. We can make out the individual chambers inside the heart. We can see the lungs around. And then as we slide down, we get to see other organs. So right here, for example, is the baby's stomach. Liquid in there tells us the baby's able to swallow. We can come down, we can look down here. That's the baby's bladder. That one tells us that the kidneys work. And then a lot of moms do like to know whether they're having a boy or a girl. Wendy already knows here from what we've looked at before. And I'm not sure the baby's going to show us again right this moment. We have to deal with what babies want to do and what they don't want to do. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I'm going to enlarge this over here. This picture is where the two legs divide apart over here. Right, okay. And I hope we can do this on daytime television because it's slightly X-rated. But this is the area in between the legs, and these two little folds say this is going to be a girl because there's no outdoor plumbing on this one.
Very good. Now, one thing you mentioned before when we were just chatting is you actually tell the moms exactly what's going on as you're doing it.
I do, and I think that's very important. I try to be as interactive as I can with parents because it's an important thing for them to know whether we're dealing with a normal situation as here or if there's something abnormal. I don't think it's appropriate for the patient to have to wait and get a report from their referring doctor later on. So by the time they leave here, we've talked about all the findings, the positives, the negatives, the things we're worried about, the things we need to follow.
Very good, and they actually get a picture, and you even set a videotape if they like it.
Yes, in fact, we're videotaping this for her right now, and we do that as a routine. We also will give people pictures. We have little prints that come out of the various parts when babies are willing to show them, like the face over here.
And you also mentioned that besides the high-risk ultrasounds you also do many quote-unquote normal ultrasounds for just the high quality of the ultrasounds that people get here.
That's correct. So we really see three groups of patients. We see those who have known problems that are high-risk pregnancies, those pregnancies where there are problems suspected, such as a blood test that is given a risk for spina bifida or for Down syndrome, and then normal patients are there having their routine scan as part of their normal pregnancy.
Very good. Well, Scott and Marty, we're going to be joining Dr. Michael Foley in our next segment of Top Doc, and we are with Dr. Finberg, one of the true top docs and actually expert in his field, nationally and internationally renowned.
I've always thought the field of ultrasound is fascinating, and it's growing.
It is growing, and it's just really, it's amazing to see somebody who's been doing specialized ultrasound for 20 years.
Little hand right over the...
Yeah, you're right. I'd never heard of that specialty either, so thanks. We'll be checking back with you, and you can check out www.aztopdocs.com. You can see the link to that site from azfamily.com as well, and learn more information about our Top Doc segment and some of the physicians you see featured.
Thank you, John.
Coming up next, we are going to be taking a look at all of the day's top news, including what do you do when you've got a problem pregnancy, or maybe that baby's going to be born too early? Well, you want a team of specialists on your side. We're going to be talking to Dr. Schufelt about what a maternal fetal specialist can do for you. Well, welcome back, everybody. I'm excited about this next segment because I was very fortunate when I was pregnant with Kate to have, I think, one of the best doctors in the world, Dr. Michael Foley, who has been, a number of articles have been written about what a wonderful physician he is. Had no idea he is what is called a maternal fetal specialist. But Dr. John Shufelt is going to explain what that's all about.
So he delivered Kate?
He delivered Kate.
This is a special moment, John.
That's right. We were standing and talking about that. Same Marty was in exactly this chair. And actually, I'm going to let Dr. Foley, this is Dr. Michael Foley. He's one of Phoenix top docs. That's not Dr. Michael Foley, but this is Dr. Michael Foley, one of Phoenix top docs. Mike, why don't you explain what maternal fetal medicine means?
Well, maternal fetal medicine is a specialty of high-risk obstetrics. It's a step above what we believe is the care that generally you'd get from an obstetrician gynecologist, because there's a couple of year extra training that we went through to get that. But we deal with high-risk care like moms that have diabetes, moms that have cardiac disease, hypertensive disorders, babies that have problems in utero. Our job is to really help out the obstetrician gynecologist take care of the pregnancies that have too many complications.
Right. Now, you mentioned before that people are typically referred to your practice.
Yeah, people don't usually walk into our practice off the street. They need to be referred by their obstetrician gynecologist or their family practice doctor, because usually, most situations, they can be cared for by their obstetrician gynecologist. It's those specific conditions that we just went through that create a problem that needs special attention. And we have a whole care team. We have perinatal nurses, nurse practitioners, radiologists here that really just center upon the high-risk care. We have also added the neonatal practice to our whole group here, which functions to provide kind of a whole episode of care model for moms, babies, and neonates, and then follow-up care.
Great. And this is Meryl right here, who's graciously volunteered. How you doing, Meryl?
Great, thanks.
Dr. Foley, would you kind of explain what you're actually doing here with Meryl?
Well, Meryl's having a non-stress test. And what we're doing is we're measuring the baby's heartbeat here. And you can see it kind of looks like a bumpy road, like a little girl writing on the wall with a crayon. These bumps going up here tell us that the baby's getting a lot of oxygen. And this is a test of fetal well-being. Now, Meryl has a high-risk pregnancy, and we're following the baby to make sure the baby's getting a lot of oxygen and is doing really healthy. And Meryl's baby is a picture-perfect baby for television here. Look at these big accelerations, and this baby looks wonderful.
Very, now, it's been about 20 years, unfortunately, since I looked at one of these. Now, the bottom strip is what?
Well, the bottom strip here is the contractions, or the uterine contractions. And unfortunately, we don't see any labor here, and that's what Meryl's hoping for, that she's going to go into labor. It looks kind of flat. What you'd see is big, mountainy bumps going on right here. And that will tell us that labor's coming. Unfortunately, it's not there.
Now, for people looking at this at home, believe it or not, he can look at this, and especially when the uterus is contracting, and really kind of predict how well the baby's going to do.
Yeah, well, you kind of look at it like the internist would look at an EKG, looking at how the heart is on a cardiac patient. We're just getting a sense for the well-being or the environment inside the womb. And this tells us that the baby's moving, we can hear it, we can look at the heart rate accelerations that are going on, the nervous system in the baby's intact. It tells us quite a bit, and it helps us be reassured of the baby doing well.
Very good. What other sort of diagnostic tools do you use here? We saw ultrasound at the in our last segment. What else do you do?
Well, you know, we do all types of testing here. We do genetics testing, where we do chorionic villus sampling, which is a way of testing the baby's chromosomes even before moms even know they're pregnant. We do amniocentesis, which we actually take fluid out and check for chromosomes. We do testing on moms. We watch their blood glucoses real closely. We watch blood pressures. We watch kidney function. All the medical diseases that one would take care of when they're non-pregnant, we take care of here. Moms that come with renal failure, heart transplants, multiple gestations where they have 2, 3, even 4 babies. So really, that's kind of where our focus is.
Very good. And you mentioned your program and actually practice is extremely unique here because you incorporate that whole kind of maternal, fetal, and even postnatal period.
Yeah, we have a new innovative model. Phoenix Perinatal Associates is now a group of maternal fetal medicine specialists and a radiologist with neonatologists. And the model that we put together is one single practice that works together side by side 24 hours, 7 days a week in the hospital. We believe that that type of bedside care is really what brings the availability of the specialist to the patient.
Right, so you really actually have 24/7 coverage over at Good Samaritan.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
That's absolutely amazing. Now, how new is your practice with a neonatologist?
Well, it's fairly new. The formal integration of our practice just occurred at the beginning of the year, and our practice has been here. It's now 15+ years that we've been working in this practice.
Wow, amazing. Well, Marty and Scott, in our next segment, we're going to talk with Dr. John Elliott and actually look at the C-section that was filmed earlier, and Dr. Elliott's going to kind of comment on that, and then the handoff of the baby after the C-section to the neonatologist.
That's right.
Very good.
Great, great.
Hey, Dr. John, while you're there, you've got Dr. Foley there. A lot of people don't know this, but he is very high-ranking in martial arts and actually works with children. This is seriously to you know, incorporate good values in children and teach them all kinds of things, and he's very involved in that here in the community.
And you know, actually, that's right. I have heard of that. Yeah. That's a great program. Somebody else was telling me about that.
It's our program, yeah. Children's Path to Peace.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Thanks,
He's
Marty.
an amazing man.
He is.
Do you guys have a television monitor?
We will.
Oh, you don't have one right now?
Not right now.
Oh, because I just happened to have a baby picture.
Picture moment,
In our next
doctors.
segment.
Okay.
All right, say hi to Dr. Foley.
I will, thanks.
And coming up next, we're going to be taking you back out to Phoenix Perinatal Associates with the crew down there, and we're going to be showing you a C-section, a baby being born. And this is actually a very high-risk type pregnancy, a high-risk C-section. We're going to show you how some incredible doctors in the Valley are handling this baby with special care. Welcome back, everybody. In our Top Docs segment, we've been joining the folks down at Phoenix Perinatal Associates. They are a very high-risk pregnancy group, some of the best doctors in the world that handle high-risk pregnancies. And now we're going to be meeting Dr. John Elliott.
Correct.
Good morning.
How are you guys both doing again?
Good.
Terrific.
We're back on 7th Street at the Phoenix Perinatal with Dr. Elliott. Dr. Elliott, welcome.
Thank you, John.
One thing that we were talking about during the break, and I didn't know this, is that people travel from all over the world to come here to deliver their babies with your group.
They do. We've developed a worldwide reputation for excellence in care, especially for high-order multiple gestations and also for twins with complications of amniotic fluid volume. So we get patients from all over the world, yes.
So, for example, like for a couple with triplets, you mentioned that kind of the national average is about 29 weeks, or quadruplets, about 29 weeks, and your group has the average of?
32.5 weeks.
Wow. Now tell the people how much difference that 3 weeks makes, because it's remarkable.
Well, it's normal term is 40 weeks, and preterm is considered anything less than 37 weeks. And if you can get beyond 32 weeks, generally outcome in the nursery is going to be excellent. There's still things that can happen, but
Sure.
it's generally a good outcome. But anything under 30 weeks, and it's really very questionable
Very
as to the
tenuous.
outcome. Yes, sir.
Wow. Well, let's go ahead and watch the video now. This is a video of actually a high-risk delivery.
It is.
A C-section that was filmed at Good Samaritan Hospital. And Dr. Elliott, why don't you kind of describe what you're doing here?
Well, we're just getting ready. This was a patient who'd had a C-section before, and so we had to deal with her previous scar, and so we were drawing the line for the incision, and now the incision is being made.
Okay, now just so for those who are watching at home, this will be a little tiny bit of blood, so just so we don't get too many calls.
Here comes the baby's head, and this is a preemie baby at about 31 weeks, so it's going to be a little smaller than a normal term baby. Now we're clamping the umbilical cord.
You know, you're actually
suctioning
doing the
out-
C-section, okay?
Yes, and suctioning out the baby's mouth to get the amniotic fluid out. You can see the baby's head in the bulb, suctioning out the
Right.
baby's mouth, and now we'll get a picture of the baby.
Ah.
How cute. Absolutely.
Wow,
Now
that's a
we're
31-weeker, huh?
31 weeks.
Wow.
And now we'll be passing the baby off to the neonatal team, who get to give us a hand in trying to continue the excellence of care that we try to provide to these moms and babies. So this is the baby initially being dried and warmed, and more bulb suctioning, getting the fluid out of there. And now a mask is going to be placed over the baby's mouth and nose, and that will help give positive pressure to the baby to force some of the fluid out of the lungs so the baby can breathe better.
Great, and now we heard this baby did actually very well, even despite 31 weeks.
Yes, this baby had done well, and you know, thanks to the care at Phoenix Children's Hospital and our PPA neonatologists.
Very good. Marty and Scott, I understand, Marty, want to show Dr. Foley a picture?
That's so. If we have time, is Dr. Foley close by?
Yeah, he is close by.
All right.
We're just kind of wrapping up here. There he is.
Hi, Marty.
All right. Do you have a monitor, Dr. Foley?
He does.
Okay.
I'll take a look at it.
Look how much bigger. There she is.
Oh, my goodness.
I know.
Now, how old is she now?
She is 11 months last week, and her one-year-old
lady.
birthday is next month.
She already
Oh, my
speaks
goodness.
3 languages.
That I'm not surprised. Oh, she's beautiful.
I know. So while I have you here,
Oh.
We
there we
more
go.
than one
There's
picture.
a one. There she is.
Wow.
And this is her. And this is her doing her little snooty face.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Like daughter, like mother.
Yes.
Mom, huh?
And there she is. So
Wow, those are
Anyway.
fantastic. Boy, you should be a real proud mom carrying those pictures around with you. That's fantastic.
I've got more if we have time.
Hey, Doctor, tune in next month when Marty's on vacation. Kate will be filling in for her here at the anchor desk with me.
Scott's
thanks
good to
for sharing.
put up with me. Hey, Dr. Foley, it's good to see you. Dr. John Schupfeld, thank you for that segment. And Dr. Elliott, it was good to meet you.
Thank you, Marty and Scott. Take care.
It's always nice to meet the great doctors out there. And don't forget, you can find out more at www.aztopdoc.com.